that's clear to
So
me.
that's,
But
yeah.
you tell me that there is another thing on the internet that someone got you, spread some stories
Yes,
or
but
rumors about
there's
you.
difference. So this is the WhatsApp group. That's
Yeah.
the WhatsApp group where I post. And the other thing, it's something on Facebook and other social media, but not this specific.
Okay,
this is different. So not this WhatsApp group, and in that environment, some people posted false information about me to defame me, and that information went viral. And that's a situation that I'm trying to address. But that is different because that's not a group that I can control. This WhatsApp group is a group in which I am posting. So
yeah, you can respond about them.
Exactly.
But this on the internet, how does it affect you?
Well, there is an issue that I'm working on. It's not. It's just something that I work on.
Yeah.
But it doesn't produce anything that resembles this sort of behavior.
But what kind of false information could it be? Because did someone steal your identity, or did someone pretend to be you? Or is it something
I hope
false?
not. I hope they didn't do that.
No, but I don't know what I could think about it. What kind of false information
No,
could
that's
someone put on the internet?
defamatory information that aims at grabbing attention. So what happened is there was a Facebook group, and in that Facebook group, the admin who made the Facebook group, they promoted this sort of negative things. So when people posted something negative about me, it just went viral in that environment on Facebook. And that's something that I try to address to the police. I know I cannot address it to you because you don't work with Facebook groups. But
And what kind of way did it harm you?
what do you mean?
That kind of information on Facebook?
Well, defamatory information is made in such a way that it harms people. So yeah.
Could you give an example?
Well, there was a thing that really pissed me off with some girls that stated that I touched them, but they stated that I touched them in ways that were inappropriate, but not inappropriate enough for them to react and just say, Paul, what are you doing? But inappropriate enough to post it in that group and grab attention. But while grabbing that attention, they caused me harm. So, it's.
Hey, and today the police came and they said there were some chemicals in your apartment.
There were some?
Chemicals.
Chemicals?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had salt.
Salt?
Yeah, for dehumidifying the air.
To humidify the air?
No, dehumidify.
Dehumidify.
Yeah, so to have less water in the air. Because you know salt absorbs water, so
Yes.
it's a natural.
Because it was a very strong
moisture.
scent.
Moisture.
Moisture, scent.
Yeah, what happened? I had mold a couple of months ago, and I cleaned it, but I realized that the air still has a little bit of water, so I got salt to remove the water.
Yeah.
And I just left the salt in a jar. It's made for that. So it's, but I saw that they took it, so it's annoying.
Because the police said they got a headache at the moment they got in. You didn't have that?
No, that's not exactly what happened. So when they entered, I didn't want to let them in. It was the same thing over and over again. They just, Paul, are you suicidal? No, I'm not. Yeah. So I was angry because they bothered me again, and I just go away, leave me alone. And so they forced themselves inside. And when they entered, I don't know what they had, but there was a smell that entered with the police. And I felt it first, and I said, what is this? And then the woman, one of the police officers, the woman with the short hair, she said, indeed, there is a smell. And then she started coughing. But the smell wasn't there before they entered.
Okay, you didn't notice it before.
No, it wasn't.
Or you didn't got some headache or some symptoms that you didn't feel well.
No, I didn't cough, I didn't anything. So the smell wasn't there, and when they entered, I felt the smell, and but I didn't start coughing. So I don't know, maybe it was something in the hallway, maybe the air from the hallway with the air from the room,
and this is some kind of example like how your room
it's identical. It's identical, yeah.
Okay, and did you set open the windows to to get, yeah, freshen up. Or
That
to
might have been. I think I usually open them every day. When I work out, I open the window because I get warm, and usually I work out every day, so every day I open the window. But yesterday I didn't work out, so the window was not open. So maybe the air was a little bit, but not enough to make people cough.
but not enough to, because when you open the window, your moisturing should be go out.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
And you don't need some salt to make the air.
Yeah, but it's better, it's an extra, because I can leave the window open all day, so usually it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes while I work out, then I close it and then I open it the next day.
And is it some kind of special salt what you use?
No, it's exactly, so there's a company, I can check my email to see exactly what it's called, but they specifically stated this is salt for dehumidifying the environment. So it's specifically made for that. It's industrial salt.
And to get to know what you're saying, what is it precies? I'm going to Dutch to check in.
Sure.
Wat is het dan met de lucht open te maken? Of zit er iets in de lucht wat die eruit wil halen?
Nee, het open to get the moist out of the air. That's what.
Yes,
It's
because
a function of the salt.
yeah, because the salt absorbs water, so then it removes it from the environment.
And just maybe I'm not a science, but kitchen salt that wouldn't help, or sea salt, or something.
That is different because this salt is made.
It's very concentrated because it's industrial. You can get in every store some humidifiers. They have dehumidifiers.
Yeah, that's actually not the reason. I can explain it to you. So the kitchen salt is very expensive if I buy that much. The humidifier is also very expensive, but this thing is very, very cheap.
Okay.
So I got like 5 kilograms of salt for very little. I don't remember exactly what it was, but this is enough to dehumidify the room for like 3-4 months.
Yeah.
But I only use it for 2 weeks and then it kill me. So.
And I just understand you. When you put it on some a cup or something in there, or do you throw it
You want
around?
me to explain how
Yeah.
I...
How do you use this salt?
So there is a jar for anything. So in the kitchen I had a little pen.
Yeah.
So I put a pen, and on the pen I put a how do I say this? Actually, I know it very very well, but in English I don't use it frequently. So let me see. A sieve. So I'm using a sieve. You put something with water. So for example, you put water with salt on it, and the salt stays, but the water goes through the sieve. Yeah. So what it does, you put the salt on top of the, and that's why it has to be industrial salt, because it's bigger and it doesn't go through the sieve. So then I can put it there, and very shortly it becomes solid because of the water.
Yeah.
And then once it absorbs the water goes through, and I have less moisture and less mold. So that was the main reason.
Okay.
Yeah. But last summer it was very very humid, but I didn't use anything because there was no mold. But because it was very humid, it formed mold, and now I have to find a way to remove the water from the. Yeah. So that's it.
How long did you live here?
2020, since July 2024.
And you're following a study, because here only live students. Students?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a birth.
Yeah. And what kind of study that you follow?
So right now I'm switching programs. So I'm getting green enrolled in I think we call it Hogeschool Zuid.
Ja, Hogeschool Zuid.
Ja.
En Maastricht of Neel?
The Maastricht.
Maastricht. And what kind of study do you do there?
It's European studies.
European studies. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's nice.
And you tell me that you just sit in between some programs?
Yes.
Is it you switched from the other study from Hogeschool Zuid to another study in Hogeschool Zuid, or did you go from another school?
I switched from Maastricht University to Hogeschool.
You did also the European studies at the university.
European law, and this one is European
Right.
studies. It's a bit different, but it is very different. But
And how long did you do the last study?
well, I've been actually done a few programs, but I didn't finish all of them. So I've only done that for half a year, and now I'm gonna move to Hogeschool.
Yes, it's a difficult word, homeschool. And therefore, before the University of Maastricht?
Before that, I was in Eindhoven, and I studied business.
Okay. And therefore? And before Eindhoven?
I'm only 26.
Yeah.
So I couldn't.
So you didn't study there. And where you come from?
I'm from Romania.
Romania.
Yeah.
And do you like it?
Well, it's a complex situation. The main reason why I came back here, because I've been here and I left and I came back. I came here to solve the issue that I told you about with the people who posted false information about me on the internet, which is different from my WhatsApp group, and a few other legal things. When I was in high school, I was falsely accused of a few serious things, and the cases didn't get to court. I wasn't notified about them, but they caused me problems. So I'm still dealing with the situation, and this is mostly a legal situation. So yeah, you cannot help with it, but that's the reason why I came back to the Netherlands. Because initially I left, and then I came back.
Okay. So there are a couple times in your life that people are posting false information about you.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I heard of people go through this, but not a couple of times. So
It is connected because if people did this once and then they find out about a group where other people did it in the past, they do it again in the same group. So it's not out of the blue. I go somewhere and they do it, and I go somewhere else and they do it again. It's the same place on the internet. It doesn't change. And if I go to a place where people know about a specific environment, they're more likely to do this because other people did it in the past and they saw how the content was promoted. Yeah, you know, social media is when something goes viral, it's very likely.
And does the people in Romania affect you also?
People in Romania? No. So this started in the Netherlands.
It started here.
And I went here because I wanted to address it. So this is a situation that has to do with the Netherlands. That is why I returned here. But also, while returning, also studied and did other things. But that is the reason why initially I came here. And since it's an ongoing situation, it's something that I do want to address.
And you say here in the Netherlands, or was it in Eindhoven also a problem?
This thing started in Maastricht.
Yeah.
And initially I left Maastricht, but I came back to address it. But the problem is that this Facebook environment went viral, so it went outside of Maastricht. So people from Romania knew about it, people from Eindhoven knew about it.
Whole world, maybe.
It went viral, so it could potentially reach a lot of places. But yeah, that is a legal situation. So I need to talk to a legal expert about it. And
Did you get a lawyer or something?
I did talk to a lawyer, but it's complicated because I'm missing a lot of important information that the lawyer needs to address the case. So many lawyers told me to investigate and get additional evidence. Or some of them just looked at the case and they were just one simple case. So it depends. But that is legal situation. So he has to get this with a lawyer, and with the police as well. But that's the same thing. When I went to the police, they told me that you need to provide more evidence to address it. And
Very difficult, no?
yeah, I have to collect the evidence and provide the evidence, and then the criminal proceedings start, an investigation.
And can you imagine that when you tell people this, and it's very difficult to have evidence, that they maybe think that something is going what you think about it, that it's something in your mind, that you make some conclusions that is really real.
What do you mean?
Well, sometimes when people have they think they have problems on the internet, there is some false information about you, and they want to get to know it. They get very inside that information. They want to catch the one who puts it on the internet. And sometimes they lose themselves in the whole system, and they can't get enough evidence for the police so that they can make a case about it. But it affects your life in your study, in your healthcare. It affects a lot of things. And sometimes it gets in your head, and they can't ignore the signs or something, and it affects their life, so they can't really focus on work, study, or something else, and they stand still. But they only think about what's happening with that false information and how they can catch it. Does that something what happens to you?
Not really.
No, you can't identify it for you.
No.
No. But could you think that people make that conclusions?
Well, if they don't know what I'm talking about, so if, for example, you never heard about my case, and I go to you and say that people are posting all sorts of crap about me on the internet, you can believe me, you cannot believe me, it's your opinion. So if someone thinks that, I cannot control what people think. I can only control what I do, what I think, and what it's the same as with the police. When I tell people I'm not suicidal and someone else says that I am, I cannot control what I say, but obviously I can control what I do. So it's
Okay. And but do you think sometimes you'll get some emotions and you go to react on what people write about you on the internet, on Facebook? Do you give some actions about it?
What do you mean?
Well, when someone writes something about me and it affects me, and I'm very angry, and I want to grab the person or to do something, just to put something other on the internet, I don't know what your reaction about it is.
Well, it depends what you mean, and it depends what they post, but I'm not sure what you mean. So.
What was the last thing that they posted about you?
In the WhatsApp group?
Now in the Facebook.
Well, there were a lot of things. Some of them are minor, and well, they're still false, and they're annoying because they're false and because they're problems. But the major things are the ones that I focused about. And like I told you, this is one of the major things with girls who pretend that I touch their legs or bottoms.
And did you go with that to a lawyer, or did you give a reaction to Facebook about it?
No, I did go to a lawyer, but again, I also go to the police. And I actually talked to the exact police officer who was there, and I heard he didn't want me to be around because this is the thing, he was informed of what people say, and people say he's suicidal, he talks crap, he blah 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 blah.
So he didn't listen to your story.
And when I told him, I know people are making up false stories, he said yes, but I just want to see if you're suicidal, so he didn't care about that. So probably what he told you, I don't know what he told you, but he probably said, he's annoying people and he's talking about things that are not happening and blah blah blah.
But what he told us was that there was in the group, this was this warning, so that they thought that you're going to do something about yourself, and that's why the police came. And then they smelled this strange thing, and then they thought, maybe it's themselves because they only have the
That
response
information.
from that
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
And now they say, well, it's now okay, but we think you could had some help because they came another time again, and there was something different every time. And I want to know if you could get some help.
Well, there is unless you know a good lawyer.
A good lawyer.
It's not well, I don't need it otherwise. So that's the thing for my situation. I need a lawyer with this aspect because I know you're from Mondrian, so mental health here. It's not really needed because like you talk to me now and you see it's not I'm not doing anything crazy. So it is takes less every time. It's, so that's what maybe you can write it in your system that the same people make the same false notifications over and over again. So if it happens again,
and we know about it.
You know about it, and you don't have to. So they know not to bring here everybody. Because there were 3 police officers, 6, 7 like firefighters, 3, 4 ambulance people.
Yeah.
It's
I just have another question.
Sure.
Do you use some drugs or alcohol?
no, not at all.
You don't order something from the internet, what you
No.
can take also for healthcare, just
No, not even.
minerals or no. Okay. And you're very healthy physically?
Quite healthy.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have an huisarts, a general practitioner?
No, it's it registered a while ago because I wasn't using the hazard.
Okay.
So it's.
That was a question from our secretary.
Yeah, no, I do not have a house arts, but if I need one, I can register anytime. So it's not a problem. It's, you have to send a report somewhere, right? Because after this you can.
Normally we do that, and they were looking.
Well, it's better to get in GP because when
Something does happen,
you get the flu or something else, or you need a hospital, then you have to have a GP.
Yeah, that's true. But it's just I never needed a GP, so it's. I know if it's something really bad, I just call the emergency room. But there's not gonna be anything.
And you go to the homeschoolsite.
I don't know what it is.
Just when starts the lessons? Een homeschoolsite.
Homeschool died. Yes, so I registered. It's initially I wanted to start in September, but the places were full because last year, so the school year 2020, that ended 2025 now in the summer. I was at law school in Maastricht and I didn't register in time for the new school year at Zoutskool. So I'm going to start in February.
In February. Okay.
So I didn't start. Now I'm in between.
And what are you doing now at the moment when you are staying? Because you're waiting until the starts.
I like to learn a lot of stuff, so I also learn a few things by myself, but I also have more time to address my situation, my legal situation. So I'm actively searching for legal pathways to address it. And
that I have no time for. Okay.
So,
and my last question would be, is there something in this area what is specific about it? Is something that you find very weird here, that something happens here in this building or in your room?
No.
Something you can't, everything just, for the rest it's smooth, your neighbors are okay, there is nothing else
that's
a problem.
No, that's, it's this thing with the WhatsApp group, but besides this is the Facebook group that I mentioned.
Yeah.
So indeed, I do believe that some people posted false information there because the group went viral in this area. So it's students around Maastricht and Maastricht bus.
But you feel safe here?
But yeah, of course I'm safe.
There are people, they think maybe I'm not safe because people have some information about me. But
No,
you feel
it's okay. And it's like the building is structured in a safe manner. So the front door there, you can only open it with a key, and only the residents have the key. And then the entire hallway has cameras everywhere.
Okay.
So someone would have to find a way in, and then the cameras would see them, and they have to get go to my door and then you have to unlock my door.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
it's very complicated to and
Okay.
very risky. That's why I do that. So.
We have to talk to our psychiatrist for a moment, and then we go back and tell you what we think.
Okay,
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
it okay
So
for
if-
you just to wait here a
Mhm.
couple of minutes?
I also have a question for you though.
Yeah.
Was there anything not normal about what I said, or something that stood out in a bad way?
No, no, you're telling us the right things, how you feel it. But
Mhm.
sometimes when people get focused on something,
Mhm.
like the false information at the internet, I can imagine when someone puts something in the internet about me and it is false and I don't like it, I get angry or I want to get fixed it. But sometimes people get stuck in that information and they are just only focused on that thing, and then they make some
They don't focus on other things.
yeah, and then your life stops just a little bit. You can focus on your study or work or something else, and then
Yeah,
it controls you.
That's not my case. No.
That's not
That's,
And I would like to give you the advice that don't say anything in the WhatsApp group about how you feel, and like somebody can get it wrong interpreted.
yeah, but it's
Be
also
very careful with what you
Yeah.
post.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Can
We will
you
be
wait
back.
here 5-10 minutes?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course, of
okay.
course.
Okay.
Of course.
That was your only question about it?
Oh, yeah, basically, it's the same as last.